It was sad. Really sad.
Yeah, it was. I liked her. She was cool. And now we're going to move on to Spooky Little Girl, episode 9. And the events of the 1940s Black Dahlia case are shown by the dentist who raped Elizabeth Short under anesthetic and ended up being too much, and she died. And then the ghost of Charles Montgomery dismembers her corpse. And in the present time, her ghost appears to Ben, seeking his help. Take it from there.
Wow. Well, a little bit of backstory on this dentist. He would pump them up with the Novocaine or the laughing gas. They didn't have Novocaine back then, so they used ether or something like that to put them under in order to do their dental work. And while they were completely under, he would have a little fun with the patients while, before he did their dental work.
Right.
So,
which is weird that he would, then dismember her and get rid of her. But the thing about it is that, back then they didn't have DNA. I don't think they would have found out. It would have been an accident. So, I don't know.
Right, and that's why I don't understand why he couldn't have just said, it was an accident, we overdid it.
Right, yeah.
He might have got into a little bit of trouble, but not as much trouble
as he would today. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm thinking...
Dr. Montgomery, will you take care of this for me,
Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe he had a tendency anyway. Maybe.
Right.
Towards that. Who knows? So, yeah, because that, they would have never known. I don't think, but...
So then she comes to see Ben.
Right.
And she says, almost word for word, what she said to the dentist is that she doesn't have, the money to pay him. And
right.
Some kind of a payment plan, and then she starts to undress in front of him, and then of course who comes on a wandering in is our cute little maid who wants to be in on all of that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. It was crazy.
So, she hangs around a while with the maid.
Yeah.
Just trying to tempt him into doing something. The whole thing is just a little bit crazy because they're trying to just
seduce him.
I don't know if it's just trying to get him to lose his mind completely or... I'm pretty sure that has to be what it is.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely have him question his own sanity at that point.
Oh, and then of course, and also in this episode, we find out that the twins have two different fathers.
Yep. Yeah, the OB calls them. Yep.
And that can't make him happy.
No.
So he right away thinks she's having an affair.
Well, of course. With the security guard.
Yeah, he goes in the wrong direction.
Yes,
right?
he does. Definitely.
Well, who else is he going to think of?
Yeah, that's true. Very true. Yeah, it was sound reasoning. But then he finds out, surprise, the security guard can't have kids. He is sterile. More surprises.
Yeah. So, the twists and turns just kept coming and coming and coming. But now that we know this is where we're going to find out. Now that we are going to find out that that Kate is the man in the rubber suit,
Yep.
then all kinds of bad things are going to
Yeah.
start happening.
Then Travis has sex with Hayden, and
Right.
Hayden kills him.
Right.
And her buddy Larry owes her a favor. They take his body and dump it like the Black Dahlia scene. It's crazy,
Yes.
crazy. And then Ben finds the rubber man's mask. Ooh. And realizes that there's a possibility that Vivian had been telling him the truth. Revelation time.
Right. Right. So, but there's going to be a lot more revelations before we get to that part.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
It's just this, like, way, yeah. There were just so many different things that happened that it just, like, right around the next turn, there was something.
Yep.
And so it was just, so we have all these ghosts walking around, and, you know, why he can see, like, her, and she's a ghost. He can see some of the ghosts, but he can't.
Right.
Because he can't see Hayden walking around there.
No, he can't.
And, you know, it's just, maybe they can make themselves be seen.
I think they can in the form they want to be seen in, if they want to be seen.
Right, because if she was coming back the way, you know, she'd be chopped up.
You got that right.
If she would if she come back into her corporeal body as it was left when her soul left it. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I think they can, you know, put on a form they want you to see, like the maid. There you go, perfect example of that.
Yep, you can see her 2 different ways.
Yep. And then the next revelation comes. Oh, surprise. Constance finds out that Tate's one of the fathers.
Yes.
So she talks to Billy Dean, a.k.a. Sarah Paulson, the medium. What would happen if a ghost sires a living child? And she is told, Billy Dean tells her, of the Pope's knowledge that such an event is the beginning of the apocalypse of the Antichrist. Oh, now there's a scary thought.
Yep.
So I don't know. That'd be kind of, I don't know if that would be true or not. What do you think? It would depend on the ghost, wouldn't it?
Not necessarily. I don't know.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth.
There's a question.
But if it's any indication of how the child acted at the end of the series,
Uh-huh.
I would have to agree.
Yeah.
In this instance, anyway.
Yeah.
Because
Tate was
you have to also think about the kind of person they were in life.
That's what I'm saying. Tate was, he was a murderer. So
right.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe it would depend on that. But any ghost who's going to do that must have a shady background anyway. Think about that.
Well, see, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
If you were evil then would you be evil once you pass over?
I would think so. Sure. That's what hell's for. But what if it was a a decent ghost? But what I'm saying is if any ghost would do that to somebody, I don't think any good can come of it.
Right.
So, if they're willing to do that much. So, I don't know. But anyway, they believe that it's going to be the apocalypse by the Antichrist. Ooh, music.
Well, maybe, yeah. Well, first it'll bring about the Antichrist, and then the Antichrist has to bring about his
right
4 horsemen and start the apocalypse.
Oh, yeah. It's the beginning.
But start is apocalypse, but the Antichrist has to be born first.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the beginning of the apocalypse. So, interesting revelation in that episode. So, and then we move on to Smoldering Children. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Chris, you're probably right. They would probably be worse in the afterlife than in life.
Oh, yeah.
So we'd really be in big trouble then.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with that because they can do whatever they want then. They're already dead. Doesn't matter to them.
Yeah. Yes.
Me. So, yeah. Absolutely.
And they have a name for that, too. Malfador.
Mm-hmm.
That's just someone who was evil when they were alive and evil now that they're dead.
Yep.
So, yeah. So, was that enough for this episode?
I think so. I think
we covered this episode quite extensively.
Yes, we did. And now
So next episode is
Smoldering Children. That's the name of the episode. Smoldering Children. And the reason they call it that is because it's revealed Tate caused Larry scars by setting him on fire right before he did the school shootings.
Yep.
So now we know why he was all scarred up.
Yes. It was, I do believe that when he did that, he set him on fire, I think, right at the dinner table.
Yeah, I think he did. Mistaken. I think it was, yeah.
And it was obviously right there that you had to know that you had to know that he had mental problems then.
Oh, yeah, just a bit, yeah.
And this is also the episode where Ben finds out that Violet hasn't been to school in weeks.
Yes.
And by this time, Violet is already dead.
Well, yeah, but she doesn't know that. She doesn't know it quite yet.
All she knows is every time she tries to leave the house,
right,
she starts feeling bad.
Right. And then Constance is